What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we're going to be looking at the top stocks to watch for upcoming days. We have a major earnings reporting for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at exactly what is going to be the expected move for these specific companies and what are the top stocks we need to watch out for this upcoming day. And we also have major economic reports for tomorrow. I'm going to be going over exactly what time these reports are coming out and what to keep an eye on, so make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to be going in detail about this information coming up. Now let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so before we get into the video, make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions or any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below guys. So as you can see over here, we had a relatively positive day today, even though the tech sector did not participate that much. We got the consumer defense sector, Walmart, Costco, PG. These companies really came and they lifted the market to the upside. We also have the energy sector that participated today, and it was really amazing to see that the market is actually going up, mainly not because of the NASDAQ, but also the other sectors. So we also had, the healthcare companies that did not do that much pretty well. Facebook down minus 0.8%. Microsoft pulling back. Yesterday had a fantastic day due to the TikTok news. And also Apple, of course, just continuing to go to the upside, even though the other major companies are not really participating that much. Of course, the stock split and all of the upcoming news from Apple stock is super bullish for this company. So we're going to see exactly what is going to be the most economic reports that's going to be reported earnings tomorrow that's going to affect the market later on. But we're going to see exactly the major earnings that were reported today. Of course, we have Nikola stock. You were watching it from yesterday's video. If you guys watched, we are eyeing this company, and we expected, analysts expected, and also the options market makers were expecting this stock to potentially move either $7 to the upside or to the downside. So exactly that is what happened. The stock eventually went down minus 6.79% or 17% for 8% after hours. As you can see, it is going to the downside significantly. Of course, there's going to be a potential continuation on pre-markets tomorrow, mainly because, of course, Nikola stock did not provide any kind of solid numbers. They're expecting that the company is going to be losing money, but they lost more than analysts expected. So they're expecting at least 16.8 million loss, but however, Nikola lost $86.6 million. So that is pretty huge, and they blamed this entire loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So Nikola stock falls 9% after pandemic related supply chain disruption. So they still said that they have a potential in the future. They're going to be start producing 10,000 units a year and their Germany factory pretty soon, once they finish building those factories and this production is up and going running. And they also have the Arizona factory that they recently started. They still haven't constructed the company yet, the factories yet, but once that factory is set and done, they are expected to produce 35,000 trucks per year at full capacity on 2 shifts. So that is pretty good thing to see if you are bullish on Nikola stock. But however, there is a lot of negative sentiment, and really people are not bullish on this company because they still have a long way to go. They still have a lot of things to prove for investors. And I was listening to their earnings call too, and some of the things that they're saying was kind of funny too. And also, the CEO that used to be the CEO, the Trevor, was not actually on the earnings call. So that was some kind of that was sketchy too. But he tweeted something that they beat earnings and things like that on his Twitter account. So that was one of the things that made it quite an interesting earnings call to look at too. So we have another 2 companies that we need to keep an eye on. Of course, we have Workhorse stock. Yesterday it had a fantastic move to the upside. It was up 20% above that, and today it gave back 10% of the gains that it made. Probably going to be the people that are taking profits, and they are not that quite optimistic about the future when it comes to USPS contract and things like that. It's expected for the company, if it has a significant daily upside, for people to take profit, maybe at least sell half of their shares and things like that. So it's really important to understand that during these pullback days, you need to have a plan. So either to buy in, to sell your shares. So make sure you have a solid plan before you get into any stock. So it's really important that you set aside exactly, I'm going to be selling at this price point. If the price goes below this price point, I'm going to be cutting my losses. So all this information needs to be made before you get involved in these stocks. So for Workhorse, the earnings is going to be on August 10 pre-market, so we're definitely going to keep an eye on it, and we're going to be talking about more in detail about this company pretty soon. And we also have Neo stock, and that announced that they're going to be reporting earnings on August 10. So that is really fantastic. You know, if they potentially going to have really solid numbers, of course they're going to be losing money, but if they are not losing what they're expected to lose, this stock can definitely go up. And they're going to be talking about their guidance, how many deliveries that they're expected to provide for the next quarter, their guidance. So that is going to be really important numbers to keep an eye on for Neo stock. Today it actually had it gapped up significantly. It was at like a $14 pre-market. Eventually it sold off to the downside, but we'll see exactly how this stock is going to behave as it approaches earnings. So it might have a pre-earnings run up to the upside. So we need to keep an eye on both Workhorse and Neo stock for the pre-earnings run up that they could potentially have. So the other companies that we talked about yesterday that I talked about is Beyond Meat. So this is the company that I personally got involved in. They were pricing in about a $19 move either to the upside or to the downside. So as you can see, after hours is down 8.47%, which is minus $12. So hopefully tomorrow is going to potentially to go down also to hit within that range. So to hit within that range of expected move, which was around 9%, which is $17. So we'll see how this is going to unfold, but I basically got involved in it. I got either a bullish and also a bearish position at the same time, so it really did not matter if the stock goes up or down. The only risk that I had was if the stock really did not do that much, and I know the stock is definitely going to make a significant move like this. So I was expecting this exact price action. So I'm going to be adding to my position tomorrow for a continuation, because this stock, when it gaps down, it definitely has a continuation move for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So I'm eyeing on to add to my position and have a continuation play on this specific company. So if you want to follow my trades and etc., you can join the Discord chat, become Patreon. You can be able to see exactly what my thesis was and how I was able to get involved in this company. So I talk about that in detail before I get involved in these companies. So we also had a company that went up to the upside significantly, which is ticker symbol SRNE. So mainly this company went up 31% to the upside because of an analyst having a really solid potential for this company. They raised their price target from 24 to 30, and this is due to that this company has a diagnostic test that they recently licensed from Columbia University that can reportedly detect a SARS-CoV-2 virus in as little as 30 minutes using the saliva sample rather than the unpleasant nasal swabs. So this is mainly the news that affected the stock to go drastically to the upside. And what you want to see is that based on an estimated price of 15 per test, a peak forecast for approximately 56 million tests per year, and they believe that this test could generate a total sales of roughly 1 billion for this company. So that is a lot of revenue. So that is why this company is eyeing in a potential big move to the upside. That's why they raised their price target. However, their test still not passed by the FDA. So we need to keep an eye out for this stock. Also, if they're going to potentially announce when the FDA can come out and say that they're going to be passing this test to be used and available for the public. When that news comes out, also the stock can definitely have a continuation move to the upside. So I'm sure there's going to be some guy in the comment section saying that, hey, why are you talking about this stock when it's already up like 31.42%? But we were talking about the stock when it was around over here in April, when it was around over here. So you can go check out my videos a few months ago to see exactly how to trade this company. So the ideal price point to get involved in it, of course, if you have a long vision, if you have a swing trading plan for this company, is to get involved in it when it was around over here, when it's dipping, and also when it was around over here, to see that there's going to be potential swing trading opportunity in the future, positive that can come out. That is going to make the stock to spike up like this, and this is the exact time to sell out instead of to buy in right now. So however, there's still potential for this company to have positive news coming out pretty soon, as I mentioned, with the FDA. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Potentially we're going to wait for the company to have a dip, so that is going to be an opportunity for us to get involved in it. And also, if you want to get involved with options too, you can definitely get like a very not out of the money, but really you can get an extended amount of time, the expiration date, and you can buy an option, because you never know when these positive news that's going to come out, that's going to affect the stock price to go to the upside. And also, a lot of people are complaining in the past when I made a video about this, that this company had lawsuit, like, why are you talking about this company, because there's a lawsuit coming up pretty soon. And I also was explaining to them exactly, even though the company has lawsuits, that is not going to affect it in the short term unless that the lawsuit is at the final stage of finalization. So at that point, you need to be keeping an eye on it. But if somebody just filed a lawsuit at this current moment, that's not just going to affect the stock price. So there's going to take a lot of time for a lawsuit to develop, go to the legal system, and etc. So that is one of the things that we need to keep an eye on. So for tomorrow, we have major companies reporting earnings, so I'm eyeing on these companies. So tomorrow we have, before market open, we got Moderna. So if you want to get involved in it, your chance was to get involved in it today. So we're going to find out exactly if on pre-market, if this is going to gap up, gap down, if it has a continuation. If you want to get involved in it for a continuation play, tomorrow morning is going to be your opportunity. But I'm eyeing after hours. We got major high growth companies like Square, Roku, and also Fastly. I know one of you guys mentioned it on the comment section that I need to keep an eye on it. So I'm definitely going to keep watching these 3 companies for tomorrow for earnings. I'm not sure I'm going to get involved in it, but if I see there's high potential for this company, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on these companies for a potential trade. But I'm mainly just going to be watching Beyond Meat trade that I placed from yesterday, and also watching Srne, guys. So now let's look at exactly what is going to be the key economic reports that are going to potentially affect the stock market for tomorrow. We got Wednesday, August the 5th. We got lots of reports that we need to keep an eye on. So at 8:15 a.m. we got the ADP employment report for the period of July. The previous month was 2.37 million. Also at 8:30 a.m. we got the trade deficit that's going to be for the period of June. The previous was minus 554.6 billion, and the forecast is minus 50.4 billion. At 8 a.m. we got the Fed Vice Chair Richard is going to have an interview. Also at 9 a.m. we got the Treasury quarterly refunding. Also at 9:45 a.m. we got the service PMI. It's going to be for the period of July. The previous one was 49.6. And also we at 10 a.m. we got the ISM non-manufacturing index. That's going to be for the period of July. The previous was 57.1%, and the forecast is 55%. And 5 p.m. we got the Cleveland Fed President Loretta speaks. So these are going to be all of the important economic reports and some of the Fed speakers talking tomorrow. So all of these times are Eastern Standard Time, so keep an eye on it if you want to get involved in the markets, day trade, swing trade, buy options, etc. So keep in mind these important economic reports, guys. So that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button. If you have any questions, make sure you drop in the comment section below. And shout out to all the people that joined the Patreon. I really appreciate it. If you want to join the Patreon and Discord chat, there's going to be a link in the description box below. You can join the community over there. So I'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Have a wonderful day.